Ladies and gentlemen, it's Travis here, and welcome back to the SF Bay Area SportsTalk channel. Hope everyone's having a fantastic night so far. Unfortunately, tonight for the San Francisco 49ers, we lose a very frustrating game, 11 to 10 against the Denver Broncos. Just a really tough one. When you look at this game, there were a lot of missed opportunities. Our defense played very well, and we had opportunities. Even though we didn't play the best game, when you look at on offense, we were very inconsistent tonight. Made it very tough. We struggled being able to convert on third down. When you look at the offensive line in this game, they struggled. So this was a tough one. But you got to turn the page, look forward to next week. So I fully expect the San Francisco 49ers to be able to bounce back strong from this tough loss on Sunday Night Football. Welcome everyone to the post-game show. How's everyone doing tonight? What's going on, Biggie? 49ers lose a tough one. This one, certainly felt like we could have had this one in the bag. When you look at in the first half of this game, we were playing much better. Offense, we definitely were playing with better rhythm. And defense did a great job. They kept us in the game. They gave us every chance that we could get in this game to be able to be in great position to win. And yeah, Jimmy G, obviously, it was a tough one. There were a couple missed opportunities. He had a wide open Deebo Samuel on one play, didn't look in that direction. And then another play, could have made the throw, and that could have led to a big play. So, when you look at the whole breakdown of Jimmy Garoppolo's performance tonight, wasn't the best, but still made some plays out there. Passed for over 200 passing yards, threw a touchdown. Did throw one interception, and when you look at the interception, he was going to Deebo on that play in the fourth quarter. Kind of threw the ball into traffic per se, with three Broncos there. So that was a tough throw. We saw Jimmy G also make an incredible throw on third down in the fourth quarter to Juwan Jennings, and that was a really impressive play because Garoppolo was able to fit it in a very close window to get it to Jennings there. So this was tough. The way that this game ended, to have multiple turnovers. We had the interception. Then obviously what ended the game was the fumble. Which on that drive, right from the get-go, getting sacked, losing like 10 yards, being backed up to the end zone, you're already looking at just a really tough situation there. And this is tough. This was a really frustrating loss, but good thing still early in the season. So I think this 49ers team is going to bounce back strong. And we just got to learn from this loss, make the adjustments. Welcome in everyone. Who are the 49ers playing next week? That I believe we are playing the Rams. We'll double check on that. 1 second. Let's pull it up right now. Checking out so we will be taking on the Rams next Monday night on Monday Night Football. So it's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one. It'll be a good opportunity for us to be able to bounce back. And what's going on, Kayla? Close game. Bright side, Giants did win today. We took the series against the Diamondbacks. That was a great win by the Giants. Just wish the 49ers could have made it a complete day here to get the win. But yeah, we'll turn the page. Look forward to next week. And it's still very early in the season. And I think you're going to see Jimmy G in this offense, get more into rhythm. Obviously, something to keep in mind Jimmy G not having gone through a full training camp. So a different routine for him, and obviously not making excuses. But, definitely you feel that getting into rhythm, getting acclimated to, you know, retaking over the starting position. I think Jimmy G is going to, really bounce back from this game. And yeah, look, even with all the mistakes that we made in this game, we still had a great opportunity to be able to get the win tonight. So we definitely got to, take the positives out of this, and yeah, just look forward to next week, because you can't get too down on yourself on this game. Obviously, our two losses this year have been very tough, very frustrating games. And then when you look at the win last week, we completely dominated last week. And the way that we played last week is the 49ers team that I know that we're going to see throughout most of this season. So that's what we got to do, make the adjustments next Monday night. And when you look back last year, we were struggling, and we played the Rams on Monday Night Football, completely dominated them, and then we ended up winning, I think, 5 of 6, and we went on to make the playoffs and went on that incredible run. So definitely, it's definitely early in the season. So definitely, no one's panicking. You just, it's just tough when you lose a game like this. Because you feel that there were so many opportunities where if we had executed those plays, we'd be sitting here breaking down a win. So let's move forward. Welcome in, everyone. Kayla going with the player of the game as Jimmy G. Nice pick. Yeah, Jimmy G, still put together a pretty solid game. I mean, passing for over 200 yards, completing 18 of 29 passes. Could have played better. Missed some throws, and just some tough plays out there. But for considering Jimmy G not having gone through a full training camp, not having as many reps as what he's accustomed to, I feel like with what he did out there, gave us a great chance to win. We just didn't make enough plays. Didn't make enough plays, and give credit to the Broncos. Their defense, they did a great job being able to neutralize our potent offense. I mean, all of our weapons on offense. With Kittle, Kittle was getting in on making plays, but for the most part, they were able to essentially neutralize us from making even more big plays. Deebo Samuel on the game, 5 catches for 73 yards. So he was making some great plays. Absolutely love watching Deebo Samuel and George Kittle play the Yak Monsters, yards after the catch. It's just so much fun out there. I mean, the way that these guys play hard-nosed football out there, just busting their butts out there. So, it's fun watching what they're able to do, and just another great game for Deebo Samuel. We saw Brandon Ayuk, also the Yak Monster, getting in on the action. Making incredible plays, and the speed. The speed is just incredible from Brandon Ayuk. So yeah, there were a lot of exciting takeaways from this game. There were, I would say, that early drive where we went all the way down the field. We were executing. We had the running game going good. Jeff Wilson Jr. Put together a great game with 12 carries for 75 yards. So when you looked early in this game, our offense was putting together some good rhythm. But when you look at the second half of this game, we just completely shut down. We had some penalties. And I think, when we're taking a look, let's see, that would be a very tough game for me. Honestly, I wouldn't know who would win, but my favorite would probably be the Rams. When we're taking a look at next Monday's matchup, the Rams haven't looked like their Super Bowl selves from last year, but definitely not taking them lightly. So I do think it's going to be a close matchup. And yeah, looking forward to it. I think the 49ers, this is going to be a good game for us to, um, get back to what we were doing last week. Doing very well as an offense. And I think one of the big keys in this game was when Trent Williams unfortunately had to leave the game due to a leg injury. Our offensive line really, really struggled, and the Broncos were able to take advantage. They were able to take advantage, and our offensive line just could not give Jimmy Garoppolo the protection that he needed for us to be able to make plays. So many times it seemed like we were constantly under pressure. They were sacking us. Jimmy G was having to make quick throws, quick decisions. So really, yeah, the offensive line, when you're not getting good protection for your quarterback, it's going to make it extremely tough to, make plays and put it together. What's going on, Tommy Huxley? Jimmy is what I thought he was. Yeah, we own the Lambs, but playing this bad on offense won't get it done. I agree with you, Tommy. Yeah, if the 49ers play on offense the way that they did in this game, we're not going to be able to get it done against the Rams. So we got to make the adjustments. And yeah, I think we'll have a good game plan going into that Rams game, and I think Jimmy G is going to have a bounce back game. I think getting back into game rhythm, obviously jumping into the starting role now. He didn't anticipate that this was going to happen, yeah, we just got to move on from this one, shake this one off, and we'll be able to make the adjustments, and got a good opportunity to get back in the win column. And thank goodness that it's early in the season. So it's better to have these kind of tough losses early in the year, because you still got plenty of football left in the season, plenty of time for us to make a run. And as we saw last year, I mean, we got off to we really struggled. I mean, through the first 8 games last year, we were 3-5. So I definitely feel like we're going to be in a lot better position this year. But obviously through 3 games, certainly didn't think that we would lose to the Broncos or Bears. But, those things happen, and better to get these tough losses, if you're going to have them early in the season, where we can make the adjustments, learn from this, and be able to move forward and be ready to go. So I think you're going to see this 49ers team get back into rhythm next week. I think we're going to look more like the team we saw last week against Seattle, when we completely dominated on offense. And hopefully Trent Williams will be back next Monday. That's going to be extremely key for our offensive line. We need Trent Williams. We saw what kind of an impact Trent Williams has when he had to leave the game. The Broncos, they were able to take advantage, put a lot of pressure on Jimmy G, and you saw that lead to interceptions, sacks. We just made it very tough. We were in 3rd and long, a lot of situations. And this was a defensive game. Both defenses played very well, and you knew that a game like this was going to come down to somebody making a play down at the end. And that's what happened. I mean, the Broncos, they got the turnovers, they got the interception, they got the fumble. They were able to capitalize, and unfortunately, we wound up on the losing end of this one. Welcome in, everyone, to the 49ers postgame tonight. We're breaking down week 3 in the books. Just a very tough one out there, but fully expect this 49ers team to bounce back strong next week. Then again, Kyle is a great scripter at plays, but can't adjust for Jimmy fumbled through a pick, got a safety, stupid mistakes for a veteran. Yeah, just I mean, those kind of mistakes can't be happening. The safety, you gotta be aware where you are. Stepping out of bounds like that at the back of the end zone. Those things can't happen. And yeah, just obviously throwing the interception when you're throwing it into traffic. You got to be aware. If you see three defenders in the area, probably going to be a very tough window to fit the throw in. Tough mistakes. But again, I think, you're going to see Jimmy G bounce back from this. So I think he's going to be in more rhythm next week. So we got to turn the page. And, I think seeing this 49ers defense play at such a high level throughout this season has been a lot of fun to watch. And they've really kept us in these games, giving us those opportunities to be able to get wins. And yeah, we've been very close. The Bears game, I think we lost by like 9 or 10. But yeah, this one, just so many missed opportunities and just really tough. Tough to lose a game like this. Certainly felt like, we had the momentum coming off the big win last week. And especially with how we dominated that game. So felt like we could come into here and build off that win. But now we readjust. So now we look forward to next week. I think it's going to be a great one. Kyle, but yeah, please, appreciate. I mean, please be respectful in the comments. And then again, everyone. Is entitled to speak their opinion. But just always, keep things respectful in the comments. Appreciate that, everyone. And however you want to break down, for Jimmy G in this game, obviously it wasn't the best game for him. But you can't, I wouldn't put too much stock into a game like this, being early in the season. Jimmy G having not gone through a full training camp, so not having those reps, definitely feel like that impacts, these kind of games early in the year. So I think, I think Jimmy G is going to bounce back strong, and you're going to see him play at a very high level and be able to lead us back to the Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. This 49ers team, they are destined, no matter what, we are going to get to a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl this year. This is just a minor bump in the road. When we're dominating on offense, our defense, playing out of their mind, we're playing great football. So I mean, when we're on top of our game, we can get it done, as we saw last Sunday. But a game like tonight, too many mistakes. This was a game where we had just way too many mistakes. Do not like the Rams at all. Beat LA. Obviously that NFC Championship loss last year, really stung a lot. But excited to be facing the Rams again and to be able to get revenge against them and get back in the win column. This is going to be a huge game, and just like last year, when we played the Rams on Monday Night Football, we dominated that game, and I feel like that this is going to be that opportunity to go out there, get a huge win next Monday night, and I think that can build momentum for us throughout the rest of the season. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Tommy. I'm just trying to stay positive. I know we have a lot of expectations of this 49ers team coming into the year. I mean, look, we're expecting that we can compete for a Super Bowl. And when you look at how great our defense is, they're just playing incredible. When you look at our offense, when you have guys like Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Kyle Juszczyk, Jeff Wilson Jr. at running back. All of these guys, they do such a good job out there. And hold on, guys, got to put my charger in to my laptop. So I feel like this is a 49ers team that can get to the Super Bowl, and with this being, I mean, we've been through a lot already early in the year. Um, Again, got great news. I mean, we did find out, as we know, Trey Lance had successful surgery, so he is on the speedy road to recovery, and can't wait for him to be back next year. So obviously, really was such a bummer. Heartbreaking to see what happened last Sunday. But Trey Lance, he's doing the best he can to, he's staying in positive spirits, and he's going to make the adjustments. Take the time that he needs to learn as much as he can this year, and can't wait to see him back next year and to see what he's going to be able to do. So when you're taking a look at Jimmy Garoppolo taking over the starting quarterback position, let me get some water real quick. Stay hydrated. Having not gone through a full training camp, again, not making excuses, but Jimmy G, it's gonna probably take him a few games to get into that rhythm, and we've seen him through a couple games. Obviously, he looked very good last week. Looked solid out there tonight. I mean, outside of all the mistakes he made. Yeah, so I think Jimmy G can be a lot better, and I think you will see him make those adjustments. So look, I think as horrible as this loss was, you still had a chance to win this game. We had those opportunities, and I think we'll see what we can do going to next week. What's going on? Hope Trent Williams comes back, man. Absolutely, we need Trent Williams. I mean, we saw how invaluable he is. When he left this game, our offensive line really struggled tonight, and we just couldn't get the protection that we needed for Jimmy Garoppolo, and that makes it really tough on your offense when you're not getting protection for your quarterback. So I think, really praying that that Trent Williams is going to be able to come back for the game next week, because we really need him in that offensive line. And not only that, but he brings tremendous leadership in the locker room. He's just an incredible football player, incredible athlete. So hopefully, praying that the injury is not anything serious, that that would take him out of missing some games. So we'll see what we find out as soon as we get an update there. What's going on, Matthew Navarro? What's up, Travis? It's been a while since I popped up on your streams. Dang, this one sucked. Yeah, this one sucked a lot. Really frustrating loss. Had a lot of missed opportunities. But it certainly feel like, that it's early in the year. So, we turn the page, and right now, if we can, get a win next week, we're going to be feeling great, and certainly feel like we got a good chance. Rams, they haven't looked the best this year. They haven't looked like their Super Bowl self. So I think, we won't take them lightly, but it's going to be a good NFC West battle. Looking forward to it. Trent Williams is reported to have a high ankle sprain. That is not good. Thank you for the update, Matthew. Not the update we were hoping to hear. Not sure exactly how much time, how many games Trent Williams will have to miss. Hopefully not too many, but just tough, really tough. Let's start Brock Purdy next week. What's going on, Tyler Burbeck? I know. Look, I mean, Jimmy G in this game, obviously made a lot of mistakes, but made some throws, made some plays, so it's going to take him some time to get back into rhythm here, being a couple games into the season. So I think you're going to see him make those adjustments, and I think he's going to play much better next week. I'm not putting too much stock into this one. I mean, it's still early in the year, and Even despite all of the mistakes, 49ers still had an opportunity to win this game. Um, no, let's see, but not entirely. Jimmy, we're this is what the team player Tyler going player of the game. Hufanga, the only bright spot today. Hufanga was incredible. I mean, this dude's incredible out there. He is a beast, making incredible plays. Just love the kind of heart and character he plays with out there, and the energy that he brings. He was tremendous. And when you're also looking at this defense, Shavarius Ward, he's been making some good plays. And the other thing with Shavarius Ward is 49ers can go with man-to-man coverage. So, they have that confidence. Whereas last year, when you looked at our cornerbacks, outside of Emmanuel Mosley, we really didn't have anyone that was really stepping it up. And obviously we had our young rookie that was making a lot of plays last year, and the cornerback. But yeah, I mean, having Shavarius Ward out there, got him from the Chiefs. He's been playing very well. So I really am liking what we're seeing from this defense. But you see, the offense is where we really struggled tonight. The offensive line struggled. We had some costly penalties that put us in a lot of third and long situations. So you make it really tough on your offense when you're putting yourself in those situations. So we got to make the adjustment. The offensive line has got to be better. We've got to have protection for Jimmy Garoppolo, because he was just in a lot of pressure, having to make a lot of quick decisions, and just really made it tough. So give credit to the Broncos defense. They executed their game plan. They had a good game plan. They knew that they were going to be facing Jimmy G. So look, we weren't able to make the plays, make enough plays to get this win. So we bounced back. Jimmy Ward. Yeah, absolutely. Jimmy Ward's incredible as well in the corner, in the secondary. Haven't seen a safety made by a quarterback like that since Dan Oliverowski. I mean, Hufanga. I mean, dude, this dude. Haven't seen a. I mean, Hufanga. Yeah, Hufanga is just a beast out there. Mad at Jimmy G looked really bad today. That safety was awful. Need better awareness. Yeah, I think, there were a lot of opportunities. I feel like the 49ers should have been able to exploit the Denver Broncos secondary and be able to make some big plays. So that's was very tough, that we weren't able to capitalize on, the opportunity there. Got a big shout out to Tommy for the super chat. Thank you so much for the incredible support. Why is Kyle always carried by the defense? I mean, look, it's been tough, but it's how this season has gone. Our defense has looked like the number one defense that we all believed they would be this year, and our offense has really struggled. They haven't looked the best that we know that they can be. They looked really good last week and felt like we could build some momentum off that win into this game, but we just weren't able to make it happen here. So we got to see the offensive line make adjustments. They've got to be better, got to have protection for Jimmy Garoppolo, and this offense has got to be better, because if our offense continues to play the way they played tonight, doesn't matter how good our defense is, we're not going to win very many games with our offense playing the way they played tonight. But I think you will see this 49ers offense bounce back. Still early in the year. I think Jimmy G is going to be in more rhythm next week. It'll be his third game. So he's getting back into rhythm. And yeah, I think we play a good game next week. We'll forget about this one quickly. We'll be ready to go next week. So let's get the win. Um, let's do it. At least the San Francisco Giants won today. Yeah, that was a big win. At least the Giants won another series. So good to see the San Francisco Giants playing some great baseball to finish up the season. 49ers lose a tough one tonight. Really frustrating loss, 11-10 against the Broncos. A lot of missed opportunities. Let me get some water real quick. So when you have a lot of missed opportunities, it makes a loss like this even more tough because you feel like we had this one in the bag and we let it get away from us, and it's tough. But thank goodness it's early in the year, plenty of football left in the season, and when you look at the good things we were able to do in this game, a couple of the drives. On offense looked good. Obviously, defense was tremendous. And special teams, they were making some plays as well. We were controlling the field position, pretty good in this game. And, so a lot to break down in this game. But, we move forward to next week and looking forward to seeing us bounce back. I've been having high hopes about Hufanga since we drafted him. Glad things are turning out good. Hufanga's been such a beast. I love watching him play and the energy he brings out there. I mean, it's incredible. He's always making plays out there, and it's just awesome to see. 0-2 on the road. So 0-2 to start this year on the road. Obviously, very tough losses, and this 49ers team could easily be 3-0. When you looked at that Bears game, obviously we played sloppy in that game. So early in the year, this 49ers team on offense has looked sloppy. When you look at that Bears game, I think we only had 7 points or 10 points it was. And then this one, we only had 10 points. Obviously, the game last week, we really put it together, dominated the Seahawks. That was a huge win. It felt like we could build the momentum from that game into this one. So continuing to break down the stats of the game. So Ayuk with 3 catches and 39 yards. Did get the 49ers lone touchdown in the game. What a play that was. He was making some great plays out there. And what's awesome with Ayuk, seeing his speed, when you see his speed out there, getting the separation and getting open and being able to make plays in the open field and then be able to run and take off with the football, such an exciting player. And Deebo Samuel was such a beast out there. Whether you use him as a running back or line him up as a wide receiver. He can run block. And that's what you love about this 49ers team, with Kittle and with all these guys. They love to run block and to create those running lanes. And that's what we do best. We run the football. We are a power running team. And Jeff Wilson Jr. did a nice job tonight. 12 carries for 75 yards. Also had 3 catches. For 31 yards. So getting it done on both ends, in the receiving game, in the running game. He's been it's been awesome to see what he's been able to do in the starting position. As you guys know, Elijah Mitchell is going to be out, I think, about 6 weeks. So hopefully we'll see him back sooner rather than later. Welcome in, everyone, to the post-game show. How's everyone doing tonight? We're breaking down this one, 49ers and Broncos. 49ers lose the tough one, 11-10 on Sunday Night Football. A lot of missed opportunities. The defense played well tonight, but where I think it was really costly, the 49ers offensive line When Trent Williams left the game, you really saw the hole that left in the offensive line. The Broncos were able to take advantage. So give them credit. Their defense, they were able to get the stops. They made the plays at the end of this game. And a game like this, low scoring game, it was going to come down to who was going to make the more plays at the end of the game. And when you look at the 2 turnovers, that's really what did us in there. The interception and then the fumble to end it. And obviously on that last possession, when you get sacked like that on first down and you lose 7 or 8 yards, you get backed up in your end zone. It makes it very tough to make something out of that. And with the fumble, Jeff Wilson, running in the open lane, the Bronco defender did a good job getting his arm in and batting the football down there to get it loose. So just a really tough, just really frustrating way to have this game end. And yeah, that's why I think, we got to shake this one off and move forward. So definitely feel that we can make some adjustments and we'll be ready to go next week, taking on the Rams. So it's going to be another fun one on Monday Night Football, as we will be on the bright lights again. And definitely expect us to put on a show. And I think we will see this 49ers offense really execute and make a lot of big plays. So can't wait for it. Welcome in everyone to the post-game show. How's everyone doing tonight? We are going to get to our picks of the game. So we'd love to hear who you're taking as the pick of the game. If you haven't already shared your pick of the game. For my pick of the game, I am going to go with, I'm going to take, let's see, I'm going to go with Hufanga. Hufanga was just incredible out there, 3 tackles and just really making big plays. And what we've seen from him has just been incredible. And ever since we drafted him, I think it was last year we got him. He's been sensational out there, and he's just been an anchor on this defense. He's been incredible to watch out there. So I'm going to take Talawanga Hufanga as my pick of the game. So what a game, and let's see him continue playing incredible, playing with this incredible energy. So love to see it from Hufanga. Tommy going with Fred Warner. Love to see it. Warner, the best linebacker in the NFL. Such a beast out there. This defense, just incredible when you're looking all across the board. Greenlaw, 5 tackles tonight. Mosley with 5 tackles. In the secondary there. It's Shavarius Ward making plays at the cornerback position. So I'm just loving what this defense is doing out there. Nick Bosa, he picked up a sack tonight. He was great. Jackson picked up a sack as well. So let's see this 49ers defense continue to dominate out there. They have looked like a number 1 defense, just as we expected them to going into this season. And when we're taking a look at the adjustments we need to make next Monday, definitely feel the offensive line has got to be better because I feel like too many times in this game, they were getting a lot of pressure on Jimmy Garoppolo and, really making it tough on us when you're in, 2nd and long, 3rd and long. When you're in those kind of situations, you make it really hard on your offense. So definitely, losing Trent Williams was a big blow, unfortunately, in the game tonight. And when he went out of the game, the Broncos, they were able to take advantage. And so give them credit. But hopefully we will see Trent Williams back by next Monday because we really need him on the offensive line. So thank you so much, everyone, for checking out tonight's 49ers post-game show. Really appreciate the support. Really means everything to me. Thank you so much. I know I say thank you all the time, but, it really means the world to me the support that you guys have shown. It's so incredible. I see your likes, your comments, and your engagement. And I want to say thank you so much. I would not be here without your support. So this feedback, smashing the like button, really helps out the channel big time. This feedback lets YouTube know that this video is relevant, so then YouTube knows to recommend this video to as many 49ers fans as possible. So thank you everyone so much. Really means a lot. If you enjoy these 49ers post-game shows and you would like to stay up to date with all things 49ers, be sure to smash that subscriber button and be sure to smash the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm going live for the next 49ers post-game show. And if you guys would like to see my reactions from the game, I did upload my 49ers reaction video, so definitely check that out if you haven't already done so. So thank you again, everyone. Really appreciate the support. Hope everyone has a great rest of your night. And let's go, San Francisco 49ers. Let's go, San Francisco 49ers. We're going to come back. We're going to bounce back strong next Monday. Beat LA, beat LA, beat LA. Let's go, 49ers. Take care, everyone.